Alright, we're back. We're in Cockatrice. I won the die roll, playing against Rocco93. And if you don't know Cockatrice, it's a free program that you can use just to play Magic for free, basically. Um, anyway, this hand's pretty cool. We have a 1-drop, which I'm just going to play as a 1-drop instead of a combat trick here. And we have some tricks to back it up, and hopefully we'll just force some damage through. We'll start with a Forest and a Wasteland Viper, and pass the turn. Would have rather started with a Spire Tracer there, which is basically the 1/1 flyer. Doesn't have flying exactly, but can't be blocked except by flying and reach, so for all intents and purposes it's a signal pest, basically. He starts with Mountain Pass. He could be the one that was cutting all our Boros. Alright, draw land. So I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Well, I'll play my land first. I'm just going to attack for 1 and then pass, and then possibly Ground Assault his 2-drop. It's a sorcery though, which is unfortunate. That's okay. And another thing about this hand, we have the Ivy Lane Denizen, which means I may not want to... okay, yeah, we're definitely going to kill that. I may not want to use all my Blood Rush guys as Blood Rush. I might want to save them for actual creatures to turn on the Denizen. For right now, I think I'm just going to offer the trade, and if he doesn't block, I'm just going to kill it. Okay, I just took 1. So we will... I'll let that live for 1 turn, actually. If you want to pump his mana into it, that's fine. I'll play out my Slaughterhorn. Yeah, playing Rule is kind of difficult. You have to find the right... I will not block. I forgot I had Vigilance, which is kind of annoying. I will take 2. So he's definitely playing a 3-drop now. Or a 2-drop, unless he missed his mana drop. Oh, there it is. What do we have? Daring Skyjet. Seems good. Okay. So, yeah, the thing is now I definitely want to deal with one of those, or both. Oh, I can only deal with one. So, let's see. If I attack, he's most likely not going to block, because... And if he doesn't, it'll also telegraph that he has some battalion he wants to turn on. What with the flying, and he could follow this up with like a Legionnaire or another haste creature like the 2/2 Goblin, the Hellraiser. So I guess I'll just play my gate. I'll offer the trade. I don't mind losing either of these, and if I want to save it, I have options. Alright, he's just going to take it. So we are going to kill his True Fire Paladin. That's going to get annoying. I don't mind a 3/1. I have other ways of dealing with it, and I can beat it in combat pretty easily. Next turn I'll play my Denizen, and then possibly follow it up with the Gore Clan Rampager. Oh, and he doesn't have anything to follow it up. Alright, so he's not attacking, which tells me that he probably has Arrows of Justice in hand, which means I'm probably going to want a Gore Clan this turn. So we're just going to attack, I think. If he tries to kill our guy, we're just going to play our combat trick. Offering the trade, that's fine with me. Wait, what's he doing? Boros Charm, indestructible? Alright, well I'm not going to respond to it either way. I'll let it happen. That's fine. He can keep his guy. I'm just going to play a land. And a Denizen. And, yeah, the Denizen will probably pump itself here, just so it can survive combat with Daring Skyjet. Hopefully I draw land here. Yep, so we can play our Denizen and hold up the Gore Clan Rampager Blood Rush. So I'll play my land. This way, if he has a combat trick, I can respond to it. So we'll add a counter here. He's now a 3/4. Yeah, this is a pretty good draw. Alright, let's see what he's got. Aerial maneuver. I will respond to that with a blood rush. So he is now a 7-8. We have no cards in hand. He has 5, which is a little difficult, but hopefully he doesn't just have the mana to play anything. Alright, he drew a land. Could be like a homing lightning, which would be pretty good right now. Or Drone Veteran, that's the gets double strike with Battalion, but it doesn't currently have it. So if we draw a Blood Rush guy, we could just win on the spot right now. No, we drew a land. Alright, so I think we leave back. No, we don't leave anything back. We're just going to attack. He can choose to trade with this, and he takes 2. Or he goes down to 2, rather. Alright. I was fine with losing that. He loses his guy. Now he's going to have to play 2 things to deal with our guys. Anything he blocks the Viper with is going to die anyway, so even if he plays something that can kill my Denizen in combat, eventually he's going to have to trade something with the Viper. Alright, he says good game. Alright, so out of the sideboard, I forgot we had a Croconura. I don't really think we need it. We might if his Daring Skyjets get a little out of hand, but for now I'll just leave it the same. Since we're on the draw now, we might have to be more defensive. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, this hand's fine. We can play a 1-drop and a 2-drop, and possibly Blood Rush after that. So, our opponent's taking a little while to get back to us, so let's give him a minute. Alright, my opponent's returned. He leads things off with the Boros Elite. So as I suspected, we're probably going to have to be a little more on defense this game. Hopefully he doesn't have a blazingly fast start, because our hand's pretty good for aggressive, but yeah, I don't particularly want to trade off my Spire Tracer for his Elite, even though the Elite is probably better, because Spire Tracer is going to be pretty important to our strategy this game. I think the plan is just to hold off and play our Disciple for defense and just start getting in with our Spire Tracer until we can find another fatty to clog up the board. He could have a combat trick anyway, so I'm just going to take 1. Alright, he has nothing to follow it up, which leads me to believe he's holding a Martial Glory or an Aerial Maneuver. So I'll play my land first in case I need to Blood Rush for some reason, because this does Blood Rush for 2, yeah. But yeah, the plan is just to Disciple of the Old Ways. Alright, he's just taking 1. Play a good bear. We need to draw some red, but we're not in any hurry right now. We have plays. We can draw either more green creatures or, more Blood Rush guys. I'll take 1. He definitely has a combat trick, most likely Aerial Maneuver. He's stuck on 2 lands. He did mulligan to 6, which is relevant. Don't have the red to cast that, so 1 mountain, we have a pretty good shot at winning this. I'll just play my land, attack with both. He's taking it, and I'll just pass. Next turn I might just play my Charger as a 2/4. And that will definitely give us a better idea of what he's holding in his hand, whether it's a Martial Glory or an Aerial Maneuver. Alright, now he's holding his guy back, so it's looking like we're going to Blood Rush this turn. Ground Assault. Again, we're going to need a red for that. But for now, we will see what he's up to. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, we're going to Blood Rush. Make him a 4/6. He takes 1, and I'll pass. Still waiting on that red mana. If we do, we could just hard cast this Zertos Swine if we wanted to. He finally gets his third land. It comes in tap, so we're going to get in for another 3. There's our red. I'll play it in case I need to Blood Rush again, but probably not this turn. I don't think I really need to... Actually, you know what? I could just win if he plays a creature and I steal with Active Treason, so I'll just hard cast the Zertos Swine. Because right now I have 8 power on the board. If he plays something with 4 power or more, I just win on the spot. If not, I can just Ground Assault it and steal whatever he plays after that. Yeah, we're not losing this game. He plays Disciple. Sure. I think we just kill that. Let's see. If we steal that, we'd have 2, 4, 5, 10 power. We couldn't quite kill him with Burst of Strength. We come very close. I don't think we need to kill it either. We can just wait until he plays something else. We'll just play it safe and use our combat trick if we have to. He'll probably try to trade off with the Disciple. Can't. Because it can only be blocked by Flying or Reach. Okay, so he's going to try to trade. I will Burst of Strength. Untaps, put a counter. He takes 6, and he's most likely just dead, so I'll pass. Yeah, not very often you get a quick win against Boros, but I guess it happens. Let's see what he's got. He can play a chump blocker, yeah. Didn't even have to use Active Treason. We're just gonna kill that. And concession, yep. Good games. Alright, so that was a very quick round 1, so we'll just head into round 2 here in a bit.